Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lost in the Real. This is Sean, and I know we have been gone for a little bit of time, but we are here and back with a vengeance. One of my really good friends, Brittany, she asked me to do a review of Sound of Metal. Not that sound. This is the new Amazon Prime original film, and we are going to be talking about it today. Sound of Metal is the new Amazon Prime original film that just dropped today. And it is co-written and directed by Darius Marder. This is his directorial debut, but he also helped write The Place Beyond the Pines with Derek Cianfrance. And that movie starred Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It is an epic film. But The Sound of Metal stars Riz Ahmed and Olivia Cooke as a couple, but they're also a heavy metal band that is touring across the country. The film focuses in on Ruben, played by Riz Ahmed, who is basically starting to lose his hearing. And this is what the entire film Sound of Metal is about. What is so discomforting about this movie, especially at the beginning, is as the audience is watching the film, you are almost in Ruben's shoes. So with the sound design, you're starting to hear what Ruben is hearing. And it's so distorted and kind of terrifying that you feel his pain and his suffering as he's slowly losing his hearing and almost becoming deaf. And Ruben also deals with an addiction to heroin and pills. And this is something he's been sober for about 4 years now. But you can kind of see that he has turned his addiction of drugs over to his addiction of music. And when he's losing his hearing, it's like he's losing another addiction of his, another passion of his, because he can't hear anymore, so he can't play. So this film follows his journey as he goes to this house, and there is this mentor teacher who has a class of adults who are also deaf and who also have had addictions in their life. And this is just such a powerful film altogether. It has definitely 3 very distinct acts. The first is when you start realizing with Ruben that he's losing his hearing. The second is when he goes to this school and he kind of gets acquainted to this new life that he's being forced into, this deaf community. And then there's the third act where he goes to see his girlfriend, Olivia Cooke, after being gone for a very long time and being separated. So the first 2 acts for me worked incredibly. That second act with Paul Raci as the teacher, I've never seen him before, but he is just incredible in this. And he really brings heart and emotion and kind of an understanding of the deaf community in that second act. And I think that's really what makes this film so effective. And then there's the third act where he goes to see his girlfriend for the first time in a very long time because they've been separated while he's been away. And I don't know if this act is perfect, but you definitely needed it to drive home that, you know, Ruben is just trying to crawl. He's just crawling his way back to that happiness that he had when him and Lou were on that tour bus and just living life together and making music together. And you really just see the desperation in his eyes because he loves her so much. But he also knows that life is probably never going to be the same. And as depressing as that might be, there's also a lot of hope in this film, especially in the last moments when you really see a man who has struggled and who has had pain in his life, and then for him to just have that glimmer in his eyes. And this is what's so amazing about this movie it's Riz Ahmed. This man has done some incredible work in the past. He's definitely still an up-and-comer. Not a lot of people know about him, but they will know about him now. I am so shocked that not a lot of people are talking about Riz Ahmed in this Oscar race, because I know there's a lot of great performances out there right now, but I think his is easily one of the best of the year, and he should at least be nominated for Best Actor. You can just see the terror in his eyes, and you can see the pain and the desperation and the suffering, all of those awful things in his eyes. And he's just like freaking out, as I would, or anyone would, who have been able to hear before and not be able to hear now. And then you can also see the heart and the love and the passion that he has in his performance as well. And you are just rooting for him to find that happiness that he's always wanted and that he absolutely deserves. The rest of the cast, like I said, Paul Raci was incredible, and Olivia Cooke is his girlfriend. Riz Ahmed and Olivia Cooke have such great chemistry together. I just think Sound of Metal is an almost perfect film, and I can't wait to see it again. And I absolutely urge everyone, if they have Amazon Prime, to check this film out. I know a lot of people have said they think it's too slow, or they should have cut some things out, and maybe that's true, but I was just absolutely glued to the screen because of the performances and just the progression of this very lived in, simple story. I fell in love with this movie. So I will be giving Sound of Metal 4.5 drums out of 5. This is definitely a must-watch, guys. I think it definitely is going to end up in my top 10 of 2020, so please check it out if you can. And also, please subscribe to this channel, like the video if you liked it, and also comment down below. We love to have conversations about film. That's what this is all about. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time, guys. Take care.